Hey babes, thank you so much for watching. Today I am showing you a dressy fall makeup routine. Lots of maroon, cranberry, raspberry accents, wine. This nail polish is actually called Wine to 5 and I love it and I hope you love this video. Are you making any changes to your fall makeup routine? Please let me know and of course include requests in the comments below. Alright, let's do this. To start, I'm using my favorite Neutrogena primer and MAC Studio Fix Fluid, always and forever. Now to get a more in-depth skin tutorial or to learn why I never start with a perfect matching base, click on one of these videos. And of course, any questions, leave them in the comments below. I love, love, love a flat top brush or a sponge. Those are my favorites for blending without missing out on the coverage. Next up, a little bit, or actually a lot of bit, of Neutrogena Under Eye Concealer, always dabbing, never rubbing, for MAC's Panda Circle Disguise without pulling on your eyes. Now, a little bit goes a very long way for primer. I'm using a teensy amount of Urban Decay for a hint of shimmer and color, but as a warning, know that this is very hard to blend on top of, so sometimes I skip this altogether. Now for shadow. First, I'm carefully packing in some carbon just around my eyelids for drama. You'll see that the primer really picks up every single stroke, which can be good or it can be kind of bad. And then I'm layering over it with Sketch and pulling it up all the way around the outer crease and on the outer half of my eyelid. Now I'm going over and around all that with Cranberry. Hello dimension, hello pop of color, and don't be scared, we'll clean this up and tone it down in just a bit. Now I'm filling in my whole lid with Foley, cleaning as I go. You should always be cleaning as you go. And then I'm really opening up the look by brushing a shimmery mix of Shroom and Era from the inner corners of my eyelids and working my way out. And then for highlight, just Shroom around my tear ducts, beyond the outer lash lines and along my brow bones. And last but not least, warming up the look with Mosaic around the contour. Now, blend, 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 blend with a clean, fluffy brush. Use your fingers if you need to because this primer is very stubborn. Now I'm popping the whole look by really covering and setting those under eye circles with a Studio Fix matte powder that's too light. Again, more on that in this video. Click if you'd like. Highlights all around. And now moving on to bronze. I've swapped my Summer Shimmery Gold for a matte brown. I put this beneath my cheekbones and especially along my jawlines because I've maybe put on a couple pounds this summer, whatever. And then of course a little to straighten out my broken nose and around my forehead to even out the whole look. Letting my hair down now so I can see the whole picture. Filling in my brows. Let me know if you want to see more on my brows. Happy to do a video on that. I'm just using a brown eyeshadow and a liner brush, and then I'm using one of those little swirly brushes. I don't know what they're called. What are they called? This is also a really fab tool for getting rid of that dry skin when the weather is changing. Back to eyes. I love this L'Oreal liquid liner. It has an ultra fine marker tip, but it never goes on too thick and it never gets flimsy like some other department store brands that I've tried. So I highly recommend this. I love it. And then I'm winging it just a little bit, but then also lining on the bottom. And I'm going over it with a brush for a little fixin' up. Now time for lashes. I'm so over falsies right now, so I'm just all natural. A few little pumps with the curler and then applying the first black mascara I could find in my makeup bag. I have a lot in there. Pushing and rolling, of course, for max color and curl. Now for some blush, brushing a little on, finishing touches. I love, love, love NARS blush. And finally, lips. I am so crazy about these new Covergirl Colorlicious glosses. First, I'm applying BEVERLY as my base all around, and then I'm adding some color and creating a faux liner with Craving Cranberries. This is such a pretty color. I love it. And then finally, adding some volume and plump with Honeyed Kiss just on the inner edges. See that? Mwah! And there you have it, the final dressy look. If you have any questions or of course requests, give them to me in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, check out one of these. And of course, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, babes. See you next time.